now that we're here at the track, we're going to explain how to run a 400-meter dash. Now, for me, the 400-meter dash isn't really my favorite. It kind of sucks, kind of hurts a lot. It's not really a fun race, but winning it's cool. We're also going to explain the 200-meter dash, which is personally my favorite, and it's what I'm running on Tuesday, which is soon, the championship meet, so should be good to see. But for right now, the 400-meter dash consists of three main parts. The first part is the 100. The 100 section of the 400-meter dash is kind of like you gotta get out and go. Me personally, I like to catch the main group of people. I like to situate myself into first, second, or third place in the 400 and like the 100 section of the 400. And then once we get on to the 200, I kind of like to start floating, maintain my pace, and the 300, I'm just out of it. I'm probably dying. But for the 100, like I said before, that's where you start sprinting all out. You want to maintain your speed after that, but for the first part, just get out and go, give it your all. For the 200 section, that's when you want to start floating, get into your rhythm. And then for the 300 section, that's when you want to start kicking and getting into your last bit of energy. Now, what helps me accomplish that, you might ask? Well, right here is what I use. It's a Nike Maxfly. It costs about $200, pretty expensive for a shoe. But in the middle here, you'll see that it has a bubble. That bubble allows me to spring off the ground with every step. Now, not every cleat has this. It is kind of pay to win in a way, but it's worth it. On the back, it has 6 spikes. These spikes are used to hook into the ground to give you a little more friction. On my shoes that I'm wearing right now, they're trainers, but they don't really give me much friction. They're just used for training, as in the name. Now, for this is my baton. Golden baton, I think it's my favorite, brings me the most luck. I use it for the 4x4, the 4x1. I haven't ran a 4x2 yet. I think it's called a SMR, Sprint Medley Relay. For this, you give it to your teammate, they get off and go with it. But that's about it with this. Now, we're going to move on to blocks. Now, blocks are primarily used to just get your start a little bit faster. These are my own personal blocks. Obviously, Ridge High School has their own blocks, but I just use these for training when no one's around, like today. And luckily, these blocks are already set up for me, but I'll still explain how to set them up. So you're going to want to take 2 steps from the start line, and then that's where you're going to place your blocks down. So I already placed them. And then your third step is going to be your leading leg. Now, what is a leading leg? A leading leg is the leg that you land on when you get pushed. Let's say I push me, right? And I fall. I'm going to land on my left leg. My left leg is my leading leg. If you fall over and you land on your right leg is your leading leg, so the other block would be in first. But for me, it's my left. So 1, 2, 3, boom, first one. 1, 2, boom, second one. That's where I put my blocks. And then down here is just adjustments, change the height. It doesn't really matter. It's all preference. But that's about it for the blocks. How about we use them? Now, I always thought talking is one thing, showing is a different. So right now, we're going to use the blocks that I mentioned before and the spikes to do a 200-meter dash. Now, like I said before, we already know what a 200 is. But how do you start it and how do you run it? Well, we're going to get into these blocks that I'm showing. So, first thing is hands are behind the line. If your hands are above the line, you get DQ'd, you get disqualified. You want to spring load into the blocks. So 1 foot in, then another. Just like so. After that, you're ready to go. The announcer is going to say, on your mark, you get blocks. He's going to say set, you go up, and then he's going to shoot the gun.
And we're going to show you that in a second. So,
On your mark. Set.
Okay. Now, that wasn't fun, but luckily, it's not going to be me running this tomorrow. It's going to be this guy. All right, that was a really awkward intro, but we're here at the meet now. I'm probably going to get someone to record my 200, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Ahead, chick. Every week we've seen veteran racers either retire, like Cal Weathers tonight, or fired to make room for these younger, faster racers.
Now, you might not understand what just happened, so I'm going to try to break it down for you a little bit here. When I say I perfectly reenacted the Lightning McQueen race against Jackson Storm, I mean it. That was a freshman who beat me. My own teammate came along and absolutely ran way faster than my time. And here I was running so slow that even sophomore year could have put up a better performance than I did right there. This was a meet that I had hyped up for weeks. I've trained for weeks, but it just didn't go as planned. And I could chalk it up to me being in a hospital for spring break or me getting injuries, but in the end, and this brings me to my final point about how to run a 400 in track, it's all mental. Track is a very mental sport. I mean, here's a picture of me coming second place in a 200, running my all-time fastest, and look how angry I am, because I didn't win. But I can sit here and sulk about what could have been and what could have not been, but in the end, it's just how much you want it. And I'm not done yet.
Yeah,